Right here. Joanne, can I have your front, please? Veronica, you were standing. I need you to stand again. I need, and these are my friends. I don't like to prolong the hour, and so I'm going to get started. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming. This is a crucial time for our city. I know everybody is saying, what are we going to do? Or what are you going to do? That's the question that comes to me on a daily basis. And now I'm putting it back on the community. What are we going to do? There have been several things that we've been working on behind the scenes, and now it's time to come out front with them. I've been meeting with law enforcement. I've met with the chambers. I've met with the senator, our state representative, as well as a representative from the governor's office. I've did some asks. Bring us back to helicopter. Will it make a difference? Not sure. I'm not really sure what else we can do. But I do know this. It's praying time in the city of Saginaw. And for those who don't understand what I'm talking about, it's time for us to come out of our silos and become one. It is not what I always say. I hate that bridge. I hate the bridge. The bridge divides a city. We cannot last being in a division portion city. We got to come together. So on August the 16th, I'm getting ready to break every chain. I'm not your orthodox campaign person. I'm not a political person. I'm a citizen. I am calling for all of my pastors in the city of Saginaw, east side, west side, north side. I want you all to contact the city manager's office because we're going to have us a powwow. And I just need for you to be in your area. I'm not asking you to cover somebody else's. Wherever you have a church, I need you to pray on the church. Pray on your neighborhood. Pastor Owens came through my neighborhood. He started off with few. By the time he got to my house, they were singing and praising God. And it was like a powerful thing for me. All of these people you see up here, yes, this is my dream team. And I'm owning them. And so in order to own them, I need help. We need help. We need for the citizens to come forward. There are some things that we are working on. I was called this morning to ask about the witness protection program. And it's a thing. We've got a witness protection program. Money is being funneled into it, but the city of Saginaw don't know nothing about it. Okay? Because Civil Powers donates money every year to that office, to our prosecutor's office. We got a witness protection program and we don't know about it. Come on, y'all. There's no more silos. As of right now, today, we will be united. And how are we going to be united? We're going to stand up together. We got to take our neighborhoods back. I don't know anything else to do. I'm telling y'all, my family forever saying, don't have no stroke, don't get sick. Because you get sick, then we without you. But when you got stake in the game, I don't know about y'all, but I got a whole lot of skin in this game. And everybody up here has skin in the game. We all have skin in the game. I need you to get some skin in the game. And if you got skin in the game, on the 16th, and me and Vicki have been talking, and I said, we might have to hold this on the front line. If I get enough pastors, you can't tell me that prayer don't change things. So we're getting ready to do our own revival. We're getting ready to revive our city and take it back. And if you want to be a part of the take it back process, please, what the little young folks say, holla at me. Let me know you want to be a part. I told you I'm not your typical politician. I've got the reps here, I've got NAACP, I got clergy. You can't tell me with just this little circle change. You wanted to know what we want to do. I'm speaking, I hope, on behalf of my fellow colleagues. It's time for a change. And the time is now. We cannot go another day. Every day, there's a shooting. Come on now, this Saginaw. What is we doing? You can't sit in the silos, young people. And I'm calling you young because you got to be on the trenches with me. When I came up here, I was listening to a song, and I was like, Lord, I got your shield on me right now. And I've been told him, if I say go low, because we don't know. But we not going low, y'all, we going high. We going up to higher heights. No longer will I be imprisoned in my house. I don't know about y'all. If it's worth fighting for, it's worth achieving. And I'm asking everybody, help me, help me, help me. And when you help me, you help yourself. Senior citizens can't sit on their porches because they don't know if a bullet gonna fly. That's scary to me. I've got them that I take care of. We worried about what? We got community people, you worried about what the city council doing. Find a life. You don't have one. Get one. Your new life should be how we gonna make Saginaw better. Now, I don't know how long they want me to talk. So, I'm tired of talking. Key word, I'm tired of talking. I need to see some action. All of this talky, like my grandbaby say, you still talking? I'm not talking anymore, y'all. I'm pulling into action. Thank you. You know, they say, who else I might have to speak? I don't know. I mean, how long I got? I mean, I should hear representatives from the community, my council people. We got an event coming. I got a young lady up here who was scared to death, but she's stepping out on faith. You know, she's stepping out on faith. And so I really want her to tell us about what she got planned. And so from there, I need my city manager to say something because he was the one that told me, oh, you got to do this. So I need him to say something. And I'm sorry, I ain't see my mayor pro tem back, but I'm gonna allow all the council people to say something, but you started off, but let me let her go, or I don't know how y'all wanna do it. You know, I'm nervous now.
You go.
I keep forgetting. I forgot it. I am the mayor. I'm the head person. So, in saying that, yeah, y'all know I'm really silly too. So, in saying that, let me do my council people. I want to get in the state rep. I want to have everybody just say a little something so that people will know that we're not playing no more. We serious. So, Mayor Pro Tem Balls, come on down.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today for so we can try to do something here in the city of Saginaw to stop this nonsense. These killings have personally touched the Youth Development Corporation here in Saginaw, where we're trying to, our organization is called Youthville, where we're trying to teach kids skilled trades. About a month and a half ago, one of our students was killed. The young lady was killed. She was going to our school. This past weekend, two of our students were shot, one in the stomach and one in the leg. They both will survive. And 2 nights ago, another one of our students, a 17-year-old, was glazed by a bullet across his head. A great nephew of mine that was going to our youth development school. He's on his way to Atlanta right now to try to get away from this nonsense. One of the other students has just returned from Memphis, Tennessee. We're doing a project. Our Youth Development Corporation is doing a project with Memphis, Tennessee, Clinton, Michigan, and Saginaw. And our kids just came back from an exploratory mission in Memphis to find out how they can build walls to build houses. And one of those students was one of the ones that was shot. And now the people in Memphis is begging for him to come down there to help them out because they don't want him to die here in the streets of Saginaw. So I'm looking forward to us praying and getting out in the streets and working with our kids. I've been involved in the Big Brothers and Sisters program for over 30 years, so I know what these kids are going through. And I just wish we all would get involved in a kid's life because mentorship is a beautiful thing. Touring kids through life is what mentoring is all about. So hopefully everybody will get involved in that. And then we don't have to have all this nonsense. I had 6 little brothers since I've been in the Big Brothers program, and man, one of them had gotten involved in any violence. So I know that it works. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I got a text from a mom, Miss Marquinet's mom, and I'm gonna read that text. She wasn't able to be here today. And it says, please inform the press that being unable to receive grief counseling for families in this community is very unsettling and unacceptable. During this time of turmoil in our city and the death count continually rising and facing factors such as injustice for loved ones, lack of compassion for parents of victims, and victim support in the Black community shows bias in the community system. On May 7th of this year, which was the day I graduated with my master's degree, also became the worst day of my life. I became the mother of a murdered victim, Ms. Marquinet Andriana Harris. As a master of social work, I never thought I would be unable to receive grief therapy for myself and my daughter's siblings. This has deeply affected my family and others. Funding for trivial concerns is unacceptable. Saginaw, this has to stop. Priority is serving the community. That means all of us. So that was from Kwanji, Marquinet's mom. And again, I'm here to represent everyone. I'm here to represent my daughter, whom was murdered as well. But like Ms. Moore said, I got skin in the game. My uncle was murdered in 1972 in the Saginaw streets. My brother was murdered in 1990 in the Saginaw streets. My daughter, whom was carrying my grandchild in 2019, also murdered in these streets. I have a sister that was flying back home from Florida that was murdered. So, again, I have skin in the game. Tired? Yes. I wore this black dress today because it's not a rap lyric. It's not a lyric in a song. We have to live this. We have to live this life. After I'm holding a bullet. This is one of the bullets that my daughter got shot with. I carry this bullet around on the days that it feels like it's so tough that I won't make it through because of the grief, because of the pain, because of raising my grandchild, her children. This is what keeps me going, knowing that she was trying to stop someone from leaving with her gun to go harm someone, and she would rather give her life for that. And I honor her for that, and I thank her for that. But at the same time, this has got to stop. This has got to stop. Y'all don't understand the mental anguish, the pain, the hurt I had to come through. Not just me, but other mothers. Right along in my family. I don't know how in the world my grandmother, she made it. I don't know how my mother is making it. All I know is we rely on the strength of God. When I wear a t-shirt that say my faith is my weapon, that's all I have. That's all I have. I have 5 other children that I have to raise and 8 grandbabies to raise. I'm not letting this go. You get to a point where you get angry about it. It's nonsense. What can a person do to you that make you that angry, that upset, that you'd rather end it all, not just for them, but yourself? Come on. We got to be bigger than that. And it's not about the parenting, because I teach parenting class at Can Council. They helped me through the grief. It's not about that. It's about the choices that we choose to make. When you pick that gun up, you choose to pull that trigger. There's no mental illness or anything. There's nothing. That's just hatred in your heart that says, you know what, I'm going to end it all so his mama can wear that black dress, or so her mother can wear that black dress. No, it ain't about that. I want to wear a black dress because I choose to, because I want to, not because I have to. This has got to stop. The pain is unreal. If you can think about the worst thing the worst thing that you could ever think about. You cannot finish that thought because it's that heinous, it's that terrible, it's that terrifying. But guess what? I'm here today. I'm going to do something about it, and I'm not letting this go. Because like she said, I got skin in the game. I got blood in these streets. That's all I got.
Good afternoon. My name is Reggie Williams, Councilman for the City of Saginaw, and also Chief of Police of New Vista. I'll keep this very short because we've already had words, and I just want to let everyone know that through the Saginaw Police Department, there are options for and resources for grief therapy for victims, and it has been there for years. I would also like to say that I sit in meetings with pretty much everyone here, or have sat in meetings with everyone here. And I think it's on us now at this point to come up with ways to help empower our community to be able to step up with confidence and strength to start to speak out and say what is going on. And that's all that I have for today. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Councilman Ostash, and I live here in Saginaw on the east side. I want to thank everybody for coming out today and just reiterate what everybody's been saying here today, especially what the mayor said, and my heart breaks for your story. I was back there almost in tears. I do have skin in this game as well because this is happening in my neighborhood. Like I said, I live on the east side. I live over by St. Mary's Hospital. My neighbor across the street has experienced the same violence. Another person down the next street a few years back, the same thing, just walked in the house and shot the person. So we all have to get into this together. Like they said, we all have skin in the game. We've got to start communicating. We've got to start talking to one another because you that are doing this are hurting your own city. And like Pro Tem Ball said, there are mentoring, but there's a lot of things that you can get involved in that you might not even think that are out there that you can get involved in. There are boards and commissions and groups that you can get into to help lift this city up. So I know I always hear there's not a lot for this people to do like after school, or there might be not a lot of areas to go where we can play basketball or things like that, but just think about other ways that you can really help your city. So thank you for coming out today.
Hello, Michael Flores, Saginaw City Councilman. Thank you so much to Tamara Tucker for coming and speaking with her emotions, being nervous, as we all are individually, but collectively. We have a response that is targeted at two different folks. One, the victims. We are working together to do the best that we can to bring you all justice. Second, to the shooters that are plaguing the city with gun violence. This is the beginning of a response that is going to expand throughout the year to ensure that we have no more shootings throughout the summer of Saginaw and continue. When you think about shooting somebody, think about the fact that all of us are collectively working to bring justice to those families, and think about the fact that you are killing your city. So we tried to do something very shortly with the help of the county. We were able to get a permit for Orchard Park. So this Saturday from 5 until 8, we'll be having a small peace demonstration. It's 123 North Michigan. Please come and please share your experience or share your hope or your devastation of what's happening in the city so we can collectively move together to figure out the best solution to this problem that we have. And again, I don't want to peg it on one individual issue, parenting, poverty, lack of resources. It's a collective issue that the city's been dealing with for a long time, and us leaders are eager to work to help bring us out of this.
Good afternoon, and I'd like to say thank you for all of our constituents that are here today. And I'm Councilwoman Monique Lamar Sylvia. And please excuse me, because it hurts. It really hurts. And I just wanted to do something. I was looking at the audience and also behind me. Everyone 30 and under, just raise your hand. 30 and under. Raise your hand high. 30 and under. Let's look. 30 and under should be standing with us. I'm over 60 years old. I let the cat out the bag. But I'm here to collaboratively work with our young people. If you don't have a relationship with the young people in the city of Saginaw, you may need to meet with us in the back room. And I'm not being facetious. I'm saying our children relate to people that relate to them already, not just in the midst of conflict. When was the last time you told one of the young people, I love you, it's going to be all right, come on, let me buy you a pop? It makes a world of difference. I was talking to a young person the other day, and I was thinking back, because I guess I'm older than what I thought I was, and I was thinking back to Mr. Carl Williams, Councilman Reggie. I hadn't met Mr. Ball, but we work with young people. We have worked with young people for years. Our young people relate to us. It's time to get back on the wheel, not to reinvent the wheel, but our law enforcement is not our enemy. Our law enforcement is not the enemy. We had collaboration in the past where our police officers used to come into the youth centers. We have people like Pastor Merrill that have for years, regardless of how many people showed up, was out here in the trenches with our young people. It's time to invite our young people to the table. But young people, I can't excuse you, because it's not just the young people, but some of the violence lately has been targeted at and committed by. So I have to pull your coattail and let you know, when violence come full circle, when it come back to your door, it ain't nothing like that feeling. You don't want that. This is not a fight you actually want to be in. Amen. We have people that can help you. Like Mr. Williams said, there's agencies that help, and some of them, like the mayor said, we just don't know. But we're going to come together and maybe possibly get some kind of information where our people can go online to the city of Saginaw and say, hey, this can help me. Hey, this can help that. We don't need our youth to be scared. We don't need our old people to be scared. We don't need law enforcement to be scared. We don't need our clergy to be scared. Things are happening in the churches. And I'm just saying to, maybe we can get a gun buyback. When violence in your home, when someone comes in your home and disrespects you, pulls a gun on you, it's an open investigation, but my daughter had a gun pulled to her head and robbed in my home. Come on now. We can't even make it make sense. And one of my favorite phrases is make it make sense. I'm not even going to say it. But we have to come together, not just in the midst of violence, but before violence. We have to come back with some of the programs for our youth. I'm one person. I don't know how people gonna vote, but bring the youth program to me. If it sounds right, I'm voting yes. Our children have to have other things to do. And we're all in the midst of a pandemic. We can't forget that our children are also in the midst of a pandemic. Thank you very much. You have a blessed day.
Good morning. I'm Councilwoman Annie Bench. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I will be brief because I don't think I can say much more, anything more, certainly better or more passionately than those who have spoken before me. But my heart